Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Madam T Shay and you guys are tuned in with Talks with T. If you want to see more of my videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, or you can comment down below. You can also hit the alert button so that you can be notified when I drop new videos. Today, this video that we're going to be doing today is going to be about Candice Dillard and Monique Samuels from the Real Housewives of Potomac. Excuse me. We're going to be talking about the big fight. Yes, I can't wait to get into that. Before we get started, I have a custom crafts business and I am getting into these marble glasses. It is Tasha Custom Crafts at Instagram and Tasha Custom Crafts at Facebook. It is in the screen down below, so you can check me out, follow me on Instagram and Facebook. But this is one of the marble glasses that I did. This is actually hand painted, and then I actually put the different colors on there to see how it will actually turn out. You can get them in different colors, or you can get them spray painted, and then you can get the colors put on there however you would like. But check me out at Tasha Custom Crafts and you can see the different wine glasses and the different Black Girl Magic cups that I make, and get you one custom made and ordered. So today I'm actually going to be drinking my Speak It juice out of my custom made ATL Falcons glass. Yes, yes, yes. Now, the speaker juice is good, but for anybody who has anything to say about me drinking out of an Atlanta Falcons customized glass, do you know what you can do? Let me sip on my speaker juice first. All right, so my mama taught me, and my daddy taught me, and my grandparents taught me that if you don't have anything nice to say at all, don't say nothing at all. So I'm going to keep that to myself. So how about you keep your damn opinions to yourself, and then we ain't got to go there. So let's get into it. So today's segment is going to be about Candice Dillard and Monique Samuels, the big fight. And I usually mind my business and I usually keep my opinions to myself. But this one I actually had to say something because everyone is, oh, Monique, 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 Monique. Now, let me say this. I definitely understand that we are grown women, Black women, we're on national television, and at this age you should be able to contain yourself and nothing should be able to bring you to violence. If you have a family, you have something to live for, you have a business, you have a reputation. But also understand that that reputation can go out the window real quick. If you from the hood, you have it in you still have it in your soul, in your body. Now you'll never forget where you came from. But you should be able to turn it on and turn it off. And it shouldn't be anyone in this world that can actually make you come out of character like that. But then again, you have to understand, when you poke the bear, it's bound, for the bear to blow up and turn into a beast. So, in reference to this fight with Candice and Monique, before I say anything about that, I want to go back to the episode where Candice tortured or antagonized, what's her name? I'm trying to think of her name. Ashley. She antagonized Ashley with a knife in her hand. Butter knife it was. It was an object. Okay? Object. And I commend Ashley for standing her ground, because those type of people can make you get into their spirit, and then you've come out of character, and then so I definitely get it. But then this episode here takes me back to the episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, with Portia and Kenya. Kenya continued to poke and poke and poke and poke. And then when she poked, she got poked. And then she played victim. That's something that I don't like. You have a lot of mouth. You antagonize me. You have a lot to say. You in my face. But when you get too close in my personal space, then I have a problem. And, you know, a lot of people have something to say about that, about Monique. Yes, Monique got in her personal space. But, okay, so let's start here. When the fight first started, and I watched the fight, what Monique did was flipped her hair. Candice, hold up. Candice could have flipped her hair back, but Candice decided to grab Monique. So when Candice grabbed Monique started throwing hands. She didn't grab you. She flipped your hair. You could have flipped her. Y'all could have been on the same level. But when you grabbed her, that's when she went black. I can tell you when she went black. That's when she went black. When you literally put your hands on her. And then you antagonized and you poked and poked and poked. But then when she knocked you on top of your head, you go, oh, I just don't understand, you know, why. No, now you want to paint it as, oh, we're African-American black women and we shouldn't be putting our hands on each other. You shouldn't. Most definitely. But when you antagonize and when you poke and when you start, and like Monique said, my mama said, don't ever start a fight. Don't be the start of the fight. But trust and believe you ain't going to start it and think I ain't going to finish it. That's not going to happen. So when Monique banged her head up against the table, now you want to play victim when you poked and you antagonized. Not even that, you end up calling her a hood rat bitch. Hood rat bitch. If I would have heard that after I just banged your head on the table, the rest of the hood rat would have came out of me. So I can definitely understand where Monique came from with that. I would have showed her every little bit of piece of hood rat too. But we have to remind ourselves and we have to get in a space of discipline. And once you get into a space of discipline, nobody can come into your space. And it doesn't matter what they do, how much they say, can make you steep to their level at all or bring any type of character out of you. So it's called discipline. And so, and I know that because I had to discipline myself at a time where I had to be cordial and I was uncomfortable. But because we were in the same group of friends or we were family and we had a gathering or I was around somebody else who had this type of issue, you have to get in a space where it's comfortable for you. Or you won't come around and it's like, well, no, you know. And then you have to ask yourself, why am I going to penalize my friends? Unless it's to a point where you absolutely can't be in a room with them. But if you ain't done nothing to me to a point where I can't be in the same room with you, boo-boo, I can act like you're not there. Boo-boo, I don't see you. You're a ghost. Like, I can walk. You can be sitting right here and I can act like you're not there. That's what hurts them the most now. I've realized that. So it's about discipline. You have to discipline yourself. When she walked in there, first of all, you knew y'all wasn't friends. You hugged her anyway. I understand you trying to be the bigger person. Cool. Get it. Hug. You know. But then y'all get down to a level and it's like, at that point, boo-boo, I don't see you. 2, she's young. She's not that old. She's young. And an older crew of women who have displayed energy and issues and fights, such as Giselle. So she learned from the same circle that she's in. How can you blame her? How can you blame her? So she's young. She's in this group of circle with these older women. And I feel like the episode where the second episode where she went to see a therapist, that's what got me. I wanted to see if she was going to be truthful and honest about her role and what she played in that fight. I wanted to see if she was going to be honest with what she had going on. Now, I don't really know, the real friendship and why they not friends. It's rumor all everywhere. The internet can say whatever. Nobody really knows but their circle of friends and whoever. But at the end of the day, when she went to that therapist and he said, can you tell me what role you played in the argument or the fight? Do you think any of it was your fault? And she says no. Oh, I was thrown back like, are you serious? So now you can't even be woman enough to admit your fault and take accountability. Take accountability for your actions and what you played in that fight. Were y'all both wrong? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's not about reputation. It's about being an African American. And like Wendy said, I agree with Wendy on the stereotype. This is why we can't give them anything. This is why we don't want them. This is why they can't have an opinion. This is why they can't have their own. This is why. I absolutely get that. But the way you just came hard on Monique and didn't have anything to say about Candice. Okay, so that shows me your character there. You're not neutral at all. Because if that's the case, you'll be pissed at them both. You'll have an issue with both, not one. Not one. Both of them. Both of them. So I commend Monique for at least having to sit down and say, hey, I know when we got to this point, I blacked out. But everything else I need help with so I can understand what happened. Because when she touched me and put her hands on me, did I flip her hair? Yes. Was I in her personal space? Yes. But did I put my hands on her? No. She didn't. And Candice grabbed her, like snatched her up. Basically tried to snatch her up. And so when she realized that, she went ping pong pang on her head. On the dome. Now, I agree with Kendall. Kendall. Follow him on, or I follow him on Instagram. Love it, love him. Okay? It wasn't a fight, it was a squabble. That's exactly what it was. It was a squabble. They wasn't even, it wasn't even enough space for them to really get to each other. Now, did she overpower Candice where Candice couldn't defend herself? She did. But she deserved it. It could have been handled a different way, but at that moment, I get what Monique is saying. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. That was her mistake. That's not her character. She blacked out. She blacked out because somebody kept poking her and poking her and poking her. And then when the beast finally rose, now all of a sudden you fear for your life. I'm confused. I'm confused. So the sit down, again, I commend Monique for. That was bold of her to sit down and say, I apologize. You know, it's something deeper with me and her. So that's something that her and Candice need to work out. That's not something that the whole group should be judging Monique about, because maybe they don't understand, and maybe they don't understand because they're friends with all of them, right? They're friends with all of them, and they say little things about each other. So at the end of the day, I don't understand how this group of these group of friends and women who have been around each other and stabbed each other backs and said some hurtful things to each other, still friends. Like, the friends I have in my life has been in my life for over the last 25, 30 years. We've never encountered. We may have our disagreements. They're going to. Your friend ain't gonna like when you telling something the truth. But at the end of the day, your friend gonna be grateful that she told you. She ain't gonna start no argument with you. Y'all ain't gonna fall out. It ain't gonna be nothing to come in between your friendship, and y'all have a all-out, drawn-out fight where you using fight words and you throwing the most hurtful insults that you can, or you using issues that I didn't talk to you about against me. That's not a friend. It's not a friend. I understand it's for TV, and that's why you being called out. It's not a friend. I just don't get it. Robin. So at the end of the day, I don't understand how you can be judgmental of someone who says, hey, to the group, I'm sorry that this had to happen. You know, with y'all being there, you know, with your safety, I want to apologize, you know, coming from me. She's apologizing to the group. This ain't got nothing to do with Candice. Y'all want to hear, oh, well, Monique, can you apologize to Candice when she's ready? Do y'all understand still what Candice did to her? And y'all don't even know the underlying situation. Obviously, if it's something deeper than that. Obviously, to a point where it pushed her buttons that she banged her head on the table. That's not y'all business. That's the problem. Y'all always in somebody else's business. That's something for Monique and Candice to deal with on Monique and Candice time. Not Robin, not Giselle, not Wendy, not Karen, not Ashley time. Why not either accept her apology and move on, being that she's apologizing to the group? To the group, she's apologizing to you, and you. And all you can say is, oh, if I don't hear her apologize to Candice, girl, Giselle, sit down somewhere. Ain't got nothing to do with you, not your fight. However you feel, your opinion is your opinion, not your fight. Not your fight. What I don't respect about Giselle is she came with a bodyguard. Now, do you know how many other women have been in your face and you come with a bodyguard? Karen had been in your face more times than I can count, and you ain't had no bodyguard for her. But you get a bodyguard. You didn't act like you was too scared when she came back into the barn to get her belongings. You weren't too scared, you was still there. Now, all of a sudden, next episode, you got a bodyguard. Girl, sit down. Stop playing. Then, what I don't respect about Giselle is that she stated, man, Jamal, a pastor? I have a reputation to uphold. I cannot and will not be around Jim. But all these seasons, he's been a cheetah, pumpkin eater. All these seasons, you've been man hopping. You ain't had no reputation to uphold. Everybody business, you done been in as many fights you done been in. You ain't have a reputation to uphold. Now you back with the pastor. You got a reputation to uphold, which is a TV relationship, because it ain't real. It ain't real. Let me tell you, I knew that. I knew that before this episode that just passed. And your daddy said he got 6, 7 baby mamas. This ain't it. This ain't the way to go. This ain't the way to go. This ain't the right move. When he said that, I knew I was on the right path. I knew I was on the right path. Because how I can tell you, the kids, that's how I knew I was on the right. The kids, then that's their dad, and the kids weren't feeling your relationship. The kids were more depressed that you got back with their dad. This is the saddest they done ever been since you done been in a relationship on the show with a man. They liked all your other men better than you being in a relationship with their daddy. The pastor. The pastor. Girl, you better listen to them kids. Them kids know. Trust and believe. You better listen to them kids while you trying to uphold a reputation. You better listen to your children. Listen to them children. Y'all ain't even sleeping together. You heard what he said to you. Oh, you know, I thought you was gonna ask my daddy for hand in marriage. What'd he say? Oh, we got a whole lot of rivers to jump through. You was married before. You got 3 beautiful kids. You know what you want. He know what he want. You want to make this family right. He want to make this family right. Why? What's the rivers you got to jump over to get remarried? And y'all been back together for how long? And he still feel like y'all got rivers to jump through. The rivers should have been jumped through when y'all got back into this relationships. That's when the rivers should have been jumped through. Yeah. But everybody got their opinions about everybody else. Not even that. The fight stems and goes back to when Monique had the vacation at the lake house. And Candice decides she wants to tell Ashley about her husband. What her husband doing. What text message she got. Always in somebody's business. I would have left that text message right there until the vacation was over with. Once it was over with, that last day maybe, when ain't nothing going on and everybody getting ready to leave. Hey, Ashley, before you go home, let me talk to you right quick. So, I haven't said anything the whole trip, you know, because we've been on a bonding moment, girls moment, trying to have a good time. But now you're on your way home. Before you get home, let me give you a little bit of information that I received from a text message who's a reliable source. So that when you get home, that there is no surprises. There's no blogs. There's no news. Let me talk to you, girl. But no, you didn't do that. You did that in the middle of Monique's plan, what she planned out for girls' time. Got me about to spill my speaker juice. Got me about to spill my speaker juice. Because I'm having to move around. I got cameras set up everywhere, guys. So, you know, trying to get the angles, and my laptop is down here, and there's so much going on. But back to Candice. That's when that started. Monique said she was asleep. Everybody was leaving good. I can go to sleep. Text me later when you get home. I just feel like, don't be so quick to judge Monique. See it from both sides. Obviously, there's both sides to see it from. Again, both women were wrong. I don't know if they can have a sit down, or if I would even have a sit down, because at the end of the day, since those episodes have come out, there has been news that Candice filed, I believe, charges on Monique. So at the end of the day, I did see something where Monique was saying that, hey, she lawyered up too, you know, at the end of the day.